Greetings and welcome to thingQbator Neovation, where we think socially and connect globally, where hope, inspiration, and opportunity combine to offer you the next step of your learning journey, where social problems are met with innovative tech solutions for our youth, by our youth. thingQbator Neovation is the felicitation event of Cisco thingQbator, Cohort 5, powered by NASSCOM Foundation. Once again, a big welcome to those of you all joining us. We have representatives from the Government of India, Cisco, NASSCOM Foundation, business, people from academia, NGOs, mentors, parents, and obviously we have a lot of students in the house. Also, a big shout out to everyone joining us on Facebook, YouTube, and WebEx. We have a nice little chat going on the side, so make sure you use your keyboard, type as much as you can, support the different groups that are going to be presenting here. We have a lot of winners in the house with us today, and we're here to celebrate not just successes, but each and every one of you who are joining us here today. My name is Vincent, and I am going to be your presenter and entertainer for
adults in the United States were suffering from dementia, costing more than $200
in case you all have
billion.
any questions,
As the
please
population
leave
grows
it
and people
on the
live longer,
chat section,
the number of
and
people
we
with
have a
dementia will
moderator on the
increase.
back end
When people
who's
become
going to
impaired,
moderate your
it doesn't just
questions.
affect them, it affects
It is
everybody
time for
around
us to move forward. It is time for us to celebrate 10 different groups who are going to be walking away with a large amount of money to support their dreams. So before that happens, I'm going to have to let you all know that we have a little surprise at the end of this event. So all you need to do is make sure you stay tuned in, you listen to everything that is being presented, and you watch everything that's being presented, because we have a bunch of questions. And for those of you all who get those questions right, we have vouchers which will be sent to you. So make sure you stay focused on what's happening over the next few hours or couple of hours. So it is time for us to very quickly look at our screens, because we have a tiny little video that's going to be playing for us. Over to the screens. That was a nice little video right there. All right, so once again, welcome. This is a day we're going to celebrate 10 different teams. We have 10 fantastic winners who have been doing some phenomenal work in their own spaces. We will be bringing them on the screen one by one to celebrate each and every one of them. And while we do that, I'm going to tell all of y'all, if y'all have phones in your hand, make sure you take a bunch of videos. I hear there are people joining us from colleges, so that's also kind of cool. A shout out to the people at Trident Academy of Technology, Congo Engineering College, and Vardhaman College of Engineering. If y'all are there, pull out your phones, take videos of yourself, give us a nice little shout out. We'll give you a hashtag, by the way. Make sure you use that hashtag. That hashtag is going to come to you in a little while. Tag us on social media. We'd like to see what this event looked like from your eyes. So once again, greetings and welcome to everyone joining us. We will have Aniket Dukar, who's will be joining us. He's a social entrepreneurship absolute boss. He will be joining us in a little while, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Keep in mind, we had a ton of teams that actually applied to this. We had 720 teams in the learning track, 104 teams in the product track, 33 teams in the startup track, and now 10 teams will take home the seed funding of 5 lakhs. Keep in mind that fun activity is going to happen at the end. We have a bunch of questions which we will send to you. So you have to pay attention to what is happening. Keep your eyes trained on the screen, keep your ears open, and make sure you're paying attention. And hopefully at the end of all of this, all of us will walk away with something that we have all learned that we can sort of incorporate, not just into our daily lives, but into the way we run our companies. And on that note, it is time for us to open up this platform, because this platform of Cisco thingQbator has been made possible by multiple key players. One of these key players is the Nasscom Foundation, whose team has who's executed this program. Nasscom Foundation has been witness to the transformative power of technology for the last 20 years. The team focuses its efforts on unlocking the power of technology by creating access and opportunity for those who need it the most. I'm going to request CEO of Nasscom Foundation to get thingQbator Neovation started. Welcome, Nidhi Basin. Over to you.
Thank you, Vinny. Thank you so much. A very warm welcome to everyone out here. I'm really delighted to have you all here with us today at Neovation, where innovation meets opportunity. As we celebrate the 4th year of Cisco thingQbator program, a joint program of Cisco and Nasscom Foundation. In our ever-evolving world where change is the only constant, fostering and equipping young innovators with the necessary skill and resources is crucial to stay ahead of the curve. Through mentorship and guidance, this program has consistently nurtured and empowered young minds to drive meaningful change. Over the years, the program has witnessed impressive growth with 28 universities and over 2,100 students building prototypes for their startups. The thingQbator program has provided them with the necessary resources, tools, and hours of mentorship to refine their skills and develop innovative programs to real-world problems. Our commitment at Nasscom Foundation to support program alumni in growing their business has continued with initiatives such as connecting 4 alumni startups to the Cisco for Startup STEP platform and enabling them to participate in the Leap Tech conference in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. With that being said, I extend a warm welcome to all present at today's ceremony, including students, members of the tech community, mentors, and faculty. A very, very special welcome to J. Innocent Divya, IAS Managing Director, Tamil Nadu Skill Development Corporation, who is gracing us with her presence today to join the celebration of the remarkable success of our students. I also welcome Aniket Dogar, co-founder and CEO HEALTHub, for agreeing to take out his valuable time to be with us here today. Amongst us is in full force our biggest supporter, Cisco leadership team. A very warm welcome to Harish Krishnan, Managing Director and Chief Policy Officer, Cisco, and Vish Iyer, VP Sales, for being here, and also your continued support in making all this happen. Of course, I have to mention support from Rohini, Tarun, the whole of Cisco team, which really has helped us to put this program so successfully together. I would also like to thank my colleague Kritika, Senior Director Nasscom, for being with us to celebrate the milestone out here. And dear students, I would like to thank each one of you for making this day extra special by taking the time to join us for this celebration. We all are aware that India boasts the 3rd largest startup ecosystem globally, and potential for startups in the country seems extremely promising. Entrepreneurs can leverage several opportunities to develop inventive solutions that cater to India's urgent requirement. The numbers speak for themselves, and India presently houses a staggering 72,993 startups as of June 30th, 2022. Actually, more or less like a township, right? The Indian government has also been very, very supportive through initiatives like Startup India and tax incentives. Startups are not only drivers of innovation, but are also significant job creators, contributing to the growth of economy and cities where they operate. More jobs mean more career opportunities, which in turn will lead to India's dream of $5 trillion economy by 2025. NASCOM Foundation sees this as an opportunity to work towards strengthening the startup ecosystem through bridging the skill gap in entrepreneurs. Cisco thingQbator offers a platform with access to free courses and extensive mentorship for them to bring their dreams to reality. Our graph has only increased over the last few years, as evidenced by the 2,756 ideas teams that have been submitted to cohorts of thingQbator. We have over 50,000 registration on thingQbator platform, giving us access to giving the students access to variety of courses and encouraging them to work on their ideas. As of right now, there are more than 30,000 new users. Let's join hands today to support the future of innovators and change makers who have emerged as the top 10 winners of the Cisco thingQbator program. Your journey begins now to think bigger and make the world a better place. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you everyone. Thank you all the mentors, the faculty, the students, all the supporters, Cisco, for bringing this together. And we really know that some very, very inventive, very, very innovative support solutions are going to be coming out of here to actually solve some real problems in this world. So thank you everyone, and thank you for being part of the celebration today.
Thank you, Nidhi. I think just adding a tiny little bit to your points, I think we have 10 winners with us today, but there are a massive number of teams that won't be walking away as winners, but have some phenomenal ideas. And I think we should also give it up to each and every one of them for just being a part of this entire program and trying to make a difference with their lives and the work that they do. So just want to add that tiny little bit, if you don't mind. But thank you so much for those beautiful words to start off this event. We want conversations here to begin with each and every one of us. So the people who are joining us, and even the people on the panel, if you don't mind, just very quickly, just, I don't know, click a picture of yourself, click a picture of what is in front of you. We also have a QR code where you can scan and put up your pictures. The hashtag to use is hashtag TQB. That's T as in, yeah, it's right there on the screen. So yeah, you can make sure, I'm going to click a picture just before we begin. So I'm going to put that up in a little while when I get the time. So yeah, just make sure you go ahead, click a little picture. I saw videos of y'all as a university. So if we can very quickly just go to the videos of the students joining us from the universities, and if we can bring them on the main screen, that would be fantastic, just in case we can. There you all are. Can you all just very quickly put your hands up in the air and just say hello to everyone joining us from different parts of the country? So the students, if you could just put your hands up in the air. Hello and welcome. There you all are. Yes, there your hands are going up in the air. The teachers can also put your hands up in the air. It's absolutely fine. So thank you all so much for joining us. This is very nice. I like the way the internet connects all of us at the same time from different places. This is absolutely wonderful. We're going to move on. That is the hashtag. We're going to bring up the hashtag once again. We're just going to give a little zoom in, quickly pull up your phones. At the universities, you all can also take a video of y'all just giving us a big shout out, giving your college a big shout out. Put it up on social media. Use this hashtag. The hashtag is TQB Neovations 23. That is the hashtag you need to use. That's how we find you at the end of this event. Yeah, click those selfies, take those videos, put it up. Also, we'd like to hear your voice. Tell us what you think about what is happening today. Next up, we have the honor of hearing from Kritika M, who's been a driving force behind the success of many startups in India, and she's helped advance the growth of the Indian startup ecosystem. Kritika currently serves as the Senior Director of NASSCOM 10K, a premier startup incubation program in India focused on 4 core ideas: funding, acceleration, mentorship, and enterprise connect. Kritika brings with her a wealth of experience in entrepreneurship, technology, and business strategy. So keep those ears open, keep those eyes open, and make sure you put up your videos and pictures, hashtag TQB Neovation 23. And it is time for us to invite Kritika M to the stage. Kritika, over to you.
Thank you, Vineet. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank all the stakeholders here to, Cisco, NASSCOM Foundation, and and I know there are like a loads of people behind the scenes who have worked tremendously to make programs like this successful. I know it's a lot of immense amount of dedication and perseverance that makes programs successful like this over the years, and really brings to the forefront, you know, not just technology, but young, brilliant minds to the forefront to, you know, we being a country with the youngest population, and just harnessing all this, you know, intelligence, this power, this innovation, ideas to the forefront. And I must commend first, you know, all the stakeholders here who really work really hard to bring all this together. And then I must thank all the students and all the colleges who proactively work on programs such as these, and drive things like this relentlessly to, you know, make things happen. Before I go into the larger landscape, I think, you know, two things that we have always used very, you know, I would say, we, you know, pretty much in the similar way is, you know, while there is the whole tech for good, but also the responsible use of technology, which is just as important. And as an ecosystem that has grown over 10 years in the startup space, and you know, when we started our 10,000 startup program in 2013, there were a handful of young startups, and we actually had to start with saying, how do we give them a safe co-working space to work from? And that's how some of our incubation spaces, in conjunction with various state governments, came into being to build safe working, co-working spaces for young entrepreneurs, and with there we could provide them with mentoring, provide them with, you know, investor connects, enterprise connects, more importantly, to help drive part of the whole ecosystem. And today, as we talk, it's a 10-year-old program, and we've seen a variety of startups. And I must say, the kind of growth that we've seen in the last 5 years has been just so phenomenal in terms of the numbers. Nidhi has already quoted some of the numbers from, you know, 72,900 to 27,000 tech startups alone to 3,100 deep tech startups. And you know, we firmly believe that tech startups continue to be the key drivers of India's economic and social growth. You know, one, driving inclusive growth. 20% of Indian B2C tech startups are focused on low-income group, with significant majority focus on financial inclusion, access to affordable healthcare, better education, and higher earnings as the core value proposition. I mean, what more can we say when we're walking towards, you know, the 1 trillion India's digital economy ambition? And then, you know, we're talking about enabling sustainable growth. So tech startups have been, again, central to the expansive growth, whether it's, you know, electronic vehicles, whether it's different kind of handheld health monitoring equipment, you know, and the climate change related, affordable and clean energy, and building sustainable communities by itself. I think we've played a very major role, and as youngsters like you coming into the forefront, I think, and seeing the solutions that each of you are building, I think it's very heartwarming to see that we're in the right direction. But yeah, I will continue to emphasize the responsible use of technology, because as you youngsters come into the workforce, build more and more on technology, I think the more we say about the responsible use of technology is just not enough. And I think, you know, the other part is on improving the industry competitiveness. See, B2B tech startups are focused on small and medium businesses, with significant majority focused on access to capital, improved compliance, productivity, and co-work efficiency. And this is so important, you know, to growing that whole segment of the small and medium enterprises, where we say where productivity, sustainability are such key components. And sometimes we'll have to actually handhold them, educate them on some of the possible solutions that are available in the ecosystem to, you know, further drive some of these things. I don't think anyone here, you know, has any doubt about how much technology can you know, make lives better, and that's how, you know, even when we started the 10,000 startup program, and that was our thing, right? How how technology can make healthcare affordable, how can it make food more affordable, how can it make agriculture more sustainable. And as we talk more about sustainability, as we talk more about women empowerment, I think technology is at the core of a lot of these things. And I think the way the ecosystem has also grown over the years in terms of support from corporates, in terms of incubators, accelerators, in terms of technology tools, in terms of mentorship and support from government in all these pieces as well, I think has really made the scale happen that we are seeing today. But I still think we're at the tip of the iceberg in terms of what technology can do and how do we harness the power of young ideas, young minds, and scale a lot of these solutions, exactly like what a thingQbator is doing. And how do you scale a lot of these solutions to and that's when it makes the right sense, right? To make it affordable for all, make it reachable for all, and make it usable in different languages. And I think that's extremely critical for a country like ours to have technology be usable in different languages as well. And I think that forms the crux of everything that we're seeing today in terms of the potential, in terms of the accessibility. I just like to everybody to think about one more key thing. I don't like to make very long drawn talks, which is one way, but I think one thing that I would want to leave everybody with here is, the use of data and how we're going to use data and how responsibly we will have to use that data, right? Data becomes very critical in any new, the developing new tools and applications. And how do we use this data, whether in terms of decision making, in terms of the right way of using the data that we have access to as of today. And the last message I'd like to, sorry, just have to give me a minute. And the last message I'd really like to leave everybody with is how important it is to foster collaboration, right? Each of us individually can only achieve that much, but all of us here put together can achieve so much more if we collaborate and knowledge share. And I think that's extremely critical. And when I say knowledge share, I don't mean, I really don't mean what we share on social media, what posts we make, but how are we actually empowering each other with knowledge that we know? How are we truly collaborating with each other to scale a lot of these ideas? And I don't think we'll be able to scale any of these ideas if we are not collaborating in the right fashion. With that, I'd also like to mention about, we are the president country for G20 this year, and the first time in a G20 collaboration, we have something called the Startup 20 that has been launched this year in India, and we're talking about alliances there, we're talking about collaboration there again. And I think one thing that stands out there is really how do we solve SDG goals through technology, and not just for our own countries, but for countries, across, and I think that's a very powerful thing that we have initiated here as part of our Startup 20 and the whole G20 journey here at being the president country. And I think the opportunities here are just going to just grow a lot more. And, I just like to end that saying, keep collaboration in mind, keep responsible use of technology in mind. And I'd like to wish you all the very best again. And, we as a 10,000 Startups program are always available in terms of any kind of mentoring that you may need, any kind of resources that you may need, so please do feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be more than happy to see how we can support. And, back to all of you again, and thank you for being as brilliant as you are. Thank you for doing everything that you do, and thanks to all the stakeholders for bringing this together.
Thank you for that, Kritika. Yeah, thank you very much. I just want to add a tiny little bit to what you just said, if you don't mind. I think what y'all are doing is fantastic, the kind of ways y'all are working with young people across the country to solve for problems that need solving. And obviously, we're solving for it at grassroots level, but these are problems that people suffer across the world. So technically, y'all are working with young people across India to solve for global problems. So hats off to each and every one of you on the back end making that happen. So yeah, on that note, it is time for us to get a glimpse of what the thingQbator Cohort 5 winners have accomplished. They began nearly a year ago with an idea, with a seed. With support, mentoring, guidance, and funding from thingQbator, they've now registered companies. They are set, all good to go, to be incubated, and we're super proud of them. And it's time for us to showcase some of their ideas. Keep in mind, these are the winners, so it's time for us to get started. Also, make sure that you're paying attention to everything that is happening at today's event, because we have a little quiz that's coming to you all at the end of this, so you need to pay attention to what's happening. Do stick with us from the beginning to the end. It is my honor to introduce the first team that's going to be taking screen. They're called Pocket Coach. If you're looking for quality sports and coaching, and you think you want to win top tournaments in your city, our first team, Pocket Coach, makes global sports coaching accessible locally onto your phone and your laptop so that everyone can be a winner on the court. Over to you, Pocket Coach.
Let's explore your future with Pocket Coach. Learn the skills and techniques required to master your sport from the best coaches around the world. Team up with friends and compete in tournaments in your cities. Pocket Coach can give you the right skills and exposure to propel your sporting career in the right direction. Pocket Coach, sports for everyone.
All three of us coming from a sports background, these were the following problems that we noticed. Quality of local coaches is not that of the international coaches. Limited ability for athletes to learn from the best in the world. And there exists no online structured quality sports programs. Our solution is creating an online platform where international coaches can share their knowledge of the game through structured quality sports programs. Coaches can make money through their program sales. Athletes can benefit from the best coaches in the world and be part of a community of passionate athletes.
We provide affordable access to structured international coaching. We work on aggregating and scaling open tournaments. We have two sources of revenue, courses and events. This is how we will be covering our expenses and generating profits.
Our target market includes aspiring athletes, casual players, and professional athletes. To start things off, we will be organizing 3-on-3 basketball tournaments in local courts and universities to increase the number of active users on our app. Next, we will move to clubs and local coaching academies to act as a supplement to the coaching the athletes receive over there. Finally, we look forward to expanding to other cities and other sports as well. We will be splitting our 5 lakh seed funding amongst the following categories: coaches, content creation, interns, event organization, and marketing. Our future plans for the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and 3 years are: log into the app quick and easily with your Google account. Find a course you're interested in and get started with the drills. Each course is spread across multiple weeks, and each day in a course week contains a set of workouts and training exercises. Once you're finished with your drill video, you can move on to the next one or stop and practice the one you've just learned. If you're looking to test the skills you've just learned, the best way to do it is through playing a tournament. Find an event near you, create a team with your friends, and pay the registration fee. You can view the upcoming schedule and the results of the games of the tournament. Event organizers can add upcoming games and update the score of the game once it's over.
Hi everyone, this is Coach Jack. I'm very excited to work with Pocket Coach. We're going to be working on some great basketball content and redefine the learning process. Stay tuned.
Using our app, we hosted 2 tournaments, one from the 14th to the 15th of January and one from the 27th to the 28th of January. From these 2 tournaments, we got around 200 users onto our app.
That was fantastic. That was brilliant. So I want you all to give a huge round of applause in case y'all are with people. I know y'all are joining us from universities. You can also use your keyboards and leave messages of congratulations to Pocket Coach. And a very well done video. very clearly explained, much well deserved. So congratulations to you, Pocket Coach. We're going to quickly move on to the next team. The next team solves for a not so simple problem. If you're worried about a skin patch and wondering if it's a disease, with a single photo, our next team can detect any skin disease you may have. That is what they do. They're called Early Detection of Skin Disease. This video is by them. Eyes to the screen, please.
Many people in India suffer from skin disease due to aeration and hygiene problem. Generally, people will ignore skin diseases. People who are suffering from skin disease in private parts of the body may feel discomfort to expose them to the doctor. The proposed idea helps in early detection of skin disease and predicts the kind of skin disease. Here comes Dharma and it is implemented to cause.
Hi bro.
Hi dude. I could spot something different on your hand. Didn't you notice that?
Nothing bro. It's just rashes.
Okay, bye.
Due to his ignorance, a week later, the skin disease is found in his neck region. After 10 days, it has been slowly started to spread to several parts of the body. Many a times, ignorance is a bliss, but in this case, it is not. So early detection plays a significant role.
Now let's see how Dharma works.
So here I will be demonstrating our website Dharma AI. So Dharma AI, this is the landing page where we tell what we do, that is skin disease detection in the early stage itself and in an easy manner. So next we'll be telling our users what are the steps they need to follow, that is take a picture, upload to Dharma AI and get real-time results. So as a service provider, we tell what is the importance of detection in the early phase. Next, what service we provide, that is instant real-time results, and then some numbers and testimonials. So here we have try now section. Our user on reaching the landing page, he can just go to try now section and the smooth scrolling takes him there. So for the verification purpose, I have googled benign keratosis and I will be downloading the image here. So I will be uploading the same image to Dharma AI so that I can validate the data. So on uploading and clicking on upload button, our model analyzes what is the disease present here, and you can see that the following are the results derived, that is benign keratosis like session, that is with the confidence of 99.76, which is absolutely true. So by this we can note that our model has higher accuracy.
Targeted market customers are common people, young dermatologists, general doctors, people who work in chemical industries and pharmaceutical shops.
This is our go-to-market strategy. Through our medical camps, we will be introducing our application to residential schools, orphanages and other places. We will also be collaborating with region-based pharmaceutical shops. We will also be creating awareness about our application to doctors by medical representatives.
When it comes to revenue model, for common people, we have basic subscription plans of rupees 129 rupees and can be used for 5 times. And there are various other plans available. At first month, we will be paying 20,000 rupees to digital marketing promoters. The total revenue generated on first month is 8,250 rupees, that is 41.25%.
Milestone 1, collaborating with medical representatives, onboarding with 3 dermatologists, dataset collection. Milestone 2, creating awareness about our application, identification of common skin disease in South Karnataka, campaigning target market like people in chemical industries, complete marketing activity. Milestone 3, development of complete application for many diseases.
Hi, my name is Saurabh. Few days ago, I was affected by a skin disease. I was not sure what was that. And then I tried this application. This Dharma AI helped me to find the type of skin disorder and also helped me to get cured in early stages.
A very simple video right there. Quite to the point, quite accurate. Also, I just want to give a shout out to the team because they've used such simple ways of communicating an idea. I think that's like hats off to you all, a well-deserved win and congratulations to you. We're going to quickly move on to the next team. Dementia among the elderly is a very serious issue. It's time for us to get connected to our next team. They're called Project Roots, and they're here to give your grandparents the gift of memory. We're going to hand the screen over to Project Roots. Take over, please.
5 million adults in the United States were suffering from dementia, costing more than $200 billion. As the population grows and people live longer, the number of people with dementia will increase.
When people become impaired, it doesn't just affect them, it affects everybody around them.
Can you bring me in so we can restart this and make sure that there's audio in the back? Can you please bring me in? Thank you very much. Hi there, I don't know if you can hear the sound of my voice. If you are, we're just going to very quickly restart that video and bring back the audio. Thank you all so much for joining me. While we're sorting that out, just a reminder for you all to make sure that you use the hashtag and make sure You put up videos, pictures, let us know what you think about this event. There's some very cool people on the back end working to make sure your dreams become a reality. And also hats off to all of you all solving for some very important problems that we suffer from as a people. Just double checking that we have the audio back. If we do, we're going to restart the
5 million
video
adults in
for
the
you.
United States were suffering from dementia, costing more than $200 billion. As the population grows and people live longer, the number of people with dementia will increase.
When people become impaired, it doesn't just affect them, it affects everybody around them.
An all-in-one, personalized, easy-to-use cognitive set of games that reduces the onset of dementia in senior citizens, that is us, Project Roots. Memory Lane is a set of 100 cards curated to rekindle relations between family to cherish old memories. Peek Behind is a multiplayer board game that improves retention power and active recall by matching correct themed images on the board by alternating the picking of coins. These special games on the app test the spontaneity of the user and eases the monitoring done by the caregivers. Project Roots is personalized, senior-friendly, and has a well-rounded set of games for cognitive stimulation. The size of total available market is 55 million, out of which 35 million is the serviceable obtainable market comprising of users between 55 to 70 years of age. The app is priced at ₹100 per year, the cards is priced at ₹199 per pack, the board game is priced at ₹299 per set, and the modes of revenue involve white labeling, commission-based partnership, and selling at retail. Here's a quick product demo. The user signs in from the initial screen and enters the data required for the game using the query form. We start reverse spell, where the user reverse spells the name.
Lovely.
The user can repeat word and try again in case he gets it wrong. The next game is word search, where we highlight hints such as allergies, like dairy. Picture quiz helps visual recall, and dashboard on top helps keep track of the score. To-do reminders can be used by the patient as well as the caregiver to keep track of chores. Memory cards reinforce positive memories. The coins are sequentially arranged on the board where different themed cards are inserted in the game. The user has to find the correct match in it. The go-to-market strategy would be to target 60 to 75-year-olds and cognitive specialists via toy centers and medical facilities with B2C sites and social media handles as channels of distribution. 45% of the 5 lakh seed grant would be used on product development, 20% on hiring, and 35% on improving marketing and sales. In 3 months, we aim to add features to onboard doctors and improve the scale of the app, and in 1 year, to hit the Indian retail markets with patented products and to enter the global market in 5 years. By 2027, we aim to build a net worth of 60 lakh rupees. Here's some user testimonials.
I just want to say hats off to the team. It's amazing, even for me, just sitting here and watching videos like that. It just gives me so much of happiness to know young people are working on problems as complex as these. And we definitely need young people in this space working on solutions to these problems. And if there are those of you all joining us, and if you think you have an idea that can actually change the world or change someone's life and make it better, there is an NGO angle to this entire thing, quite obviously. If you have an idea and you think there's a solution that you can come up with, a viable solution, we're going to bring up a QR code to the screen right now. And if you're a student with an idea and you think you can change the world, please do scan this QR code and share your ideas with us, share the details. We shall share relevant information back to you in this category and hopefully try and bring your idea to life. So that is the QR code. We're going to leave it on the screen for a few moments. I'm going to let you all scan that QR code. And while you all are scanning that QR code, you can just click a picture of it also. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to quickly introduce the next team. While I say congratulations to Project Roots, we have our next team called HEALTHub, which strives for better health for all. They're working on telemedicine kiosks for rural areas, eliminating long queues and cumbersome procedures. I'm going to hand the screen over to HEALTHub. Over to you.
The healthcare system of India has been in a backseat for a long time, and that taking coronavirus pandemic has exposed our poor healthcare system. Urban areas with high death rates seen in our families and neighborhood. But have you ever wondered about situation in rural areas? The massive rural-urban gap in healthcare puts people's life at stake because of poor doctor-patient ratio of 1:11,000.
What if there was a solution to tackle this problem and provide centralized healthcare for everyone, everywhere? We propose HEALTHub, a user-friendly smart kiosk which empowers communities and utilizes artificial intelligence. Usable in over 11 Indian languages, its complete diagnosis replicates the thinking of a doctor, processes images, sensor outputs, and asks questions with neural nets, just like a doctor would, and send a report to a doctor whose prescribed medicines can be dispensed. It also allows calling ambulance with a simple button touch. Support us guys to healthcare by asking, where's the nearest HEALTHub?
Welcome user to HEALTHub Rural Health Kit. Choose a method of input.
HEALTHub Rural Health Kit मेन्यू। कृपया नीचे दिए गए विकल्पों में से एक चुनें। आपको रोगी आईडी के साथ पंजीकरण या लॉगिन करना होगा। रोगी पंजीकरण चरण। कृपया अपने मरीज की साख, नाम, आयु वगैरह दर्ज करें। निदान चरण में आपका स्वागत है। चरण 1 छवि पहचान। छवि लेने के लिए कृपया अपनी आंखें कैमरे के सामने लाएं।
So, when she presses OK,
छवि सफलतापूर्वक ली गई। अपने हाथ या शरीर के किसी भी स्थान को कैमरे के सामने लाएं। अपनी उंगली को उस जगह के सामने रखिए जहां पल्स सेंसर लगा है और टेक रीडिंग दबाएं।
temperature over taken over 3 seconds is 98 degrees Celsius.
निदान चरण 3, कृपया अपने लक्षणों का विवरण दर्ज करें।
If you enter, I am having a headache.
हमने आपके लक्षणों को एकत्र और उनका विश्लेषण किया है। बेहतर निदान के लिए कृपया कुछ प्रश्नों के उत्तर दें। क्या आप उल्टी का अनुभव कर रहे हैं? क्या आप आंखों के आसपास दर्द का अनुभव कर रहे हैं? निदान पूर्ण। आपकी निदान रिपोर्ट नीचे दी गई है। आपकी शिकायत हमारे डॉक्टर को भेज दी गई है। आप जल्द ही निर्धारित दवाएं वितरित करने में सक्षम होंगे। HEALTHub स्मार्ट डिस्पेंसरी फार्मेसी मेनू। आपकी निर्धारित दवाएं नीचे दी गई हैं। अपनी दवाएं प्राप्त करने के लिए डिस्पेंस दबाएं।
You can see that I have received my medicine which is dispensed by the dispensary.
HEALTHub has huge potential in not only the impactful and untapped rural market, but also in any community hospital, especially in pandemics where doctors cannot travel to populated regions. Post-COVID-19, the health tech sector is on track to reach about $50 billion.
How we make money is through both mission fees and from hospitals and consultancy fees from the doctors.
Doctors had a positive attitude towards use of AI and witnessed a rural problem. Team HEALTHub.
Once again, congratulations to this team, HEALTHub. Hats off to the amazing work that you all are doing. We're going to quickly jump into the next team. This team is basically targeting the largest population in India, our farmers, and they want to be the best companion for our farmers. As all of you all know, wild animal attacks are a major cause of loss of crops. Vanadootha, with the state-of-the-art protection devices, wards off wild animals without causing them harm. I'm going to hand this over to the next team. The screen is yours.
The harmful defense methods used by farmers, estate owners in India is leading to an increase in both human and wild animal fatalities. Human-animal conflicts are one of the most significant and difficult problems to be solved. No sustainable approaches have been proven efficient in keeping the wild animals away from the farm. The problem of wild animal invasion of farms and other human inhabitations is a regularly increasing problem and causes fatalities to both humans and the wild animals. So we set out meeting different farmers living in various areas of southern India to know the situation and gain insights from them to find a robust, highly efficient solution. Presenting Kshavi 1.0. This product is deployed on the boundaries of the farm and the forest. It stands 8 feet tall with a solar panel, a Wi-Fi enabled dome camera, components housed in waterproof and weatherproof cabinet, dual speakers and 2 white flashlights. For the use case scenario, let's consider a farm with Vanadootha installed. Wild boar approaches the farm to attack. Vanadootha starts to emit flashlights and sounds in infra and ultrasonic frequencies. The wild boar is irritated and flees the farm. It is supported by a mobile app which provides real-time update of breach detections and whether it has been resolved along with the location. Our USPs are detecting the breach through image tracking. We defend the farm through lights and irritating human inaudible sounds. We achieve 100% efficiency by triggering emotions of fear and anxiety, leaving the animal no choice of adaptation. Our target market consists of farmers, estate owners, human inhabitations, industries, and factories. This is our revenue model. Our future plans include improvising the acoustic repellent technology, developing multiple variants, venture into other technological segments, and help the government and wildlife boards. Our go-to-market strategy are advertisement, social media, local administration, referral marketing, and educating college students. We have considered a stray cat for the prototype testing. The MVP here is ready to be tested. We can see here that the code has been successfully implemented. We can also see the animal being detected by the camera. And the animal has successfully evacuated the place. A soybean farm is our second testing environment which is regularly attacked by wild boars. A newer version of Shavi is being built and deployed by Team Vanadootha. This is the final framework after fabrication and painting. Meet our Team Vanadootha. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much and congratulations to Team Vanadootha. It is time for us to introduce our speaker. We're all honored to have Aniket Dugar, who's here with us to address the audience. And Aniket is the founder. By the way, I might mess these names up. It seems like a lot of these pronunciations are meant to just throw me off. Aniket is the founder and CEO. I'm hoping I'm going to say this right. HEALTHub, a social enterprise working to support individuals and micro businesses to avail the benefits of government welfare schemes. He's been building HEALTHub for the last 7 years and has been awarded as one of the Global Social Innovators of the Year 2023 by Schwab Foundation for Social Entrepreneurship and Mossepi Foundation and World Economic Forum. He's been awarded the Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia in 2019. Thank you so much for joining us, Aniket. We're going to hand the screen over to you. For those of you all joining us in the audience and on screens watching Aniket, please make sure you take notes. The man has a lot to teach, so please absorb as much as you can. Over to you, Aniket.
Thank you so much, Vineet. And good afternoon, everyone. Hope I'm audible, and it's a thank you for the opportunity to share about my journey and the work we do at HEALTHub. We've been fortunate to also have Nasscom Foundation as a partner, and I think it's at the basis of such collaborations why HEALTHub is where it is. So I'll start off with sharing a little bit about my own journey, and then what we do at HEALTHub, and kind of what exactly and how we've reached where we have. I don't want to make it a lot about the model itself, because I think the audience here and the fantastic startups that were here before already are doing some great work. But so I think I was about 10-12 years ago in the similar audiences as the innovators today are sitting. So I think I can completely resonate. In fact, one of our early wins was with the Nasscom Foundation program, Social Innovation in 2016. And I am Ahmedabad and IIT Delhi. I started my journey. I'm brought up in Shimla, from but had very little interest in commerce, pursuing politics, economics, these kind of threads from an academic interest. And that's actually first started as a teacher in a low-income government school in Pune for 2 years in 2010 to
Can I very quickly come in and just say that we're going to try and get him back, please? Can you pull me onto the screen? Hi there. If you can hear the sound of my voice. Hi there. If you can hear the sound of my voice, we're going to try and get him back. Having a couple of technical difficulties there. While that is happening, while we sort out his connection, can we probably move on to the next team if that is all right? Yes, we have Team SwiftRide with us here today. They're solving for a very simple problem. Expensive transport for us to get to college or wherever. It's super expensive to travel these days. The cost of rides have gone up. So they're trying to make it safer and wallet friendly. Over to you, Team SwiftRide.
I'm Vivian from SwiftRide, and we're a team of 6 students from VIT University, Bangalore. And this is a problem we faced personally. And instead of waiting for somebody to build a solution for this problem, we thought, hey, why not build a solution ourselves? There is no mode of commute for a student which is both affordable and convenient. You take public transport, it is very affordable, but it's very inconvenient. Talk about cabs or autos, they are very convenient. They come to your doorstep, they pick you up, they drop you to the college gate. It is an amazing experience, but what's the problem? It is very, very expensive. It is not affordable. So each time a student steps out of his or her home, he has to make a choice. Today, I'm going to sacrifice convenience, I'm going to sacrifice affordability. We built a car and bike pooling application which connects student ride givers and student ride takers. So what is a ride giver? Ride giver is somebody who wants to offer rides and who can earn money while coming to college. Ride taker is somebody who can take those rides, come to college safely, comfortably and affordably. We're the first car and bike pooling app for the student market, and we verify every ride giver or ride taker who enters the platform, and we allow only students to enter the platform. As I told, we're a team of 6 people. Yatish and Hemant, they work on building the technology. Alan works on designing the app for technology. Aryan takes care of operations, and Adhiha makes the content for our websites, our marketing materials and banners. And I am Vivian. I take care of onboarding users and marketing the product. Our revenue model is very simple. We take a 20% commission from every transaction. Our future plan, currently we are testing our application in REVA University, Bangalore. And once we find a model that works, that can scale, we're going to scale to all colleges in Bangalore market. And then simultaneously, we're going to scale to all the tier 1 cities across India. Our go-to-market strategy is very, very efficient. We've been studying the student market for the past 6 months, and we have deep customer insights before we want to go and acquire the customers. We identify a potential college market, and first thing we do is onboard the ride givers, the supply side, and then you analyze the demand and get ride takers on the platform. Fund utilization plan, we're going to spend a lot of money on marketing and acquiring the customers. Second, we want to scale our technologies to accommodate more users on the application. Third, we want to use it for day-to-day operational cost. And fourth, we want to hire an all-star team, all-star internal team who can scale our product and build the company.
I stay 25 kilometers away from college. I used to take 3 buses and an auto just to come to college. And just for going from college, I used to spend 4 hours solely on traveling. But after Swift, I found a girl student who stayed nearby my place, and she gives me doorstep pickups and college drops. And I come to college with just 87 rupees, and I only spend 2 hours per day on college.
Open the app. Set your date and time. Set your pickup or drop location. Click on Request Ride. Click OK and your ride has been requested.
So that presentation made me smile quite a bit. I don't know if that gentleman's name is Vivian. Vivian, you're going to have a lot of auto drivers who are very angry with you, but that's a very innovative solution to such a simple problem, right? Hats off to you and the team for coming up with it. And yeah, hopefully this kicks off. I'm rooting for all of y'all. We had lost Aniket, and I think we have him back. But just before which, I'm going to give a very quick shout out and a welcome to Vish Iyer and J. Innocent Divya. Thank you all so much for joining us. It means a lot that y'all are joining us here this afternoon. It is time for us to get back. Aniket, can you hear us? If yes, there you are, center of screen. We're going to hand this back to you. Please take over.
Yeah, really sorry. I think that shows that what kind of solutions we're working on. I'm not able to get connectivity sitting in Delhi. And we are trying to solve solutions, a lot of us, for rural India. But yeah, I mean, I think being cognizant of time as well. So just I was sharing, I'll kind of restart. I think I was I was mentioning that, my journey started, I'm from Shimla, studied in Delhi in a commerce degree, and then had very little interest in commerce. But the problem that I identified essentially of Haqdarshak was information gap on government schemes and documents, and started Haqdarshak in 2015-16. But between that period from 2010 to 2015, I think is the most important part of the journey. A lot of, and that journey is, I think, what a lot of the innovators today in the room are going through, which is problem discovery. As entrepreneurs, as people who want to solve for solutions, I think finding the right problem in a country as diverse as India, and something that you're really passionate about, something that you're going to focus on and stick to for the next, not 1 or 2 years when you get funding for, but for the next 10 years, 20 years, 25 years to solve, is the most crucial part. And that journey for me started in low-income classrooms in municipal schools in Pune, where I taught grade 2 students. I worked then through Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh in those 3 to 4 years, and really kind of realized the kind of information gap that is there with citizens. And I myself wasn't able to figure out government schemes. This is 10 years back, so very little 2G also available. And that's where the genesis of the solution came through, that let's create a platform which solves for this information gap for citizens. And in 2015, we set out in like I said very early on, that similar programs that are happening. We applied to IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Delhi, NASSCOM, won a lot of those programs in the first 2 years, and that's what gave us the confidence, validation, and resources to get our idea started. So essentially, at Haqdarshak, the base of it is the mobile solution and the platform solution that we've created. And like I was saying, when we started, we thought that's it, right? Like, you've created a Wikipedia platform, you've created the information gap. Now everyone in the country will just come and we will solve the problem. We are going to be a great product company. So the first 2 years, we kept trying and reaching out to multiple partners that why don't you try our solution and solve for the rural families in the country. And that's when the first pivot happened. And I think as organizations, that's like I said, the first part is discovering the problem and kind of getting deeper into the problem so that you can think of innovative solutions. At the same time, while you marry your problem, never marry your solution. You have to keep continuously pivoting. And that was the second pivot we had in 2017, after we had created a simple AI-based rules engine on discovery of government schemes. We realized we ourselves will have to focus on last mile delivery. And we started, and our vision was very clear: focus on rural India, focus on marginalized. And that's where we started training local women as entrepreneurs. We initially, again, piggybacked on programs like Internet Sathi, self-help groups, SRLM, NRLM. These are all huge networks. A lot of people here in the room who are thinking of innovation. India is a country of not end-to-end technology, but assisted tech. 80% of the country today still works on assisted technology. And a lot of solutions that are coming up need to look at these networks, look at these last mile connecting solutions, because that's where scale will come. Very seldom, and especially if you don't want to burn through cash, if you want to build sustainable businesses. And that's what we did. We started training these to ensure what are they eligible for and end-to-end help them. And that's where we kind of, by 2018, had I would say, a working solution. And once you have that, I think the third piece that comes in to every business, since we are also end of the day a private limited, a social enterprise, is how do you make revenue? Right? I think a lot of, again, thinking initially as innovators goes into passionately solving the problem, thinking of unique ideas, thinking of unique technologies to solve this, like the fantastic innovators before this were sharing on the video. But then you also have to start thinking, where are you going to make revenue from? How are you going to charge for this? And for us, again, that was another pivot, another learning. We realized the citizen group, the target audience that we are planning to impact is not necessarily going to be our payer. So our user is not our payer. Our payer is going to be somebody in the ecosystem who employs them. And that's where we kind of, again, made our second big pivot, where we thought of the business model and said that we have to position this entire platform as a B2B platform. So the result of it today, we work with 100 plus organizations, corporate companies, foundations, governments, who then in turn support their ecosystem, their community, their workers, their last mile workers in getting access to government schemes and documents via the Haqdarshak platform and network. The journey has been extremely difficult, like I said, and I think a lot of it is because of the teams that we've had. But from that start of the business model from 2018, today we've impacted close to 3 million families and ensured that they've got access to over 6,000 crores worth of government benefits. And along the way, the other aspect that we've really worked on is how do we ensure there is a very sustainable, again, and scalable kind of model for building teams. Because I was seeing, again, fantastic ideas, innovation that is happening. Your idea to scale and an idea to success, a large part of is dependent not necessarily on the innovator, but on the team that you're able to attract and build. And that's also been something that Haqdarshak that we've been able to do. And I think today, with a team of close to 400 people, that's been also in the last 7 years a long journey, especially in the social enterprise space, because it's kind of a mix of not purely corporate, not purely non-profit. And finally, I think I also wanted to touch upon the fact, like the session says, social enterprise. I think a lot of problems today that face India fall in that category of social solutions, whether it is innovative healthcare, education, solutions for agriculture, solutions for housing, social solutions for social security. And there is an emerging impact space which Haqdarshak belongs to, which is a for-profit social enterprise space. And I think that's something that for young innovators is going to be really, really interesting. And I would really encourage everyone to explore that, where, we are working using technology, using scale, while you're solving these social problems, you're solving them in a sustainable manner and as a private limited. And then, like I said, there is a lot more today compared to the last 6-7 years that is available and that people can get access to. We've had multiple challenges, continue to have, in terms of working with the government, working with the sector, being a social enterprise, but at the same time, the freedom that that model has given us in terms of technology innovation has been fantastic. And I think the whole crux of the innovation and technology is that you solve problems. You are able to solve these problems at scale. So that's, in a sense, the kind of summary of my journey. I think I would still like to believe it's just the start. We are, like I said earlier, married to the problem that we want to solve for access to social security for millions of Indians. Just to give some context, in India, 900 million people are eligible for government social security, where government spends close to $350 billion each year. And not even half of them are not aware of the different government programs that are there. So we definitely focused on seeing that how we can scale, and very happy again to be here and share some part of my experience and Haqdarshak's journey with everyone. And again, big congratulations to all the teams who have been the winners, but also all the others who have so early on took on this immense challenge of innovating. It is the most difficult and lonely place to be an innovator and entrepreneur. So I think these are also ways in which you can collaborate and meet with other innovators who are going to be your, I would say, tribesmen and women going forward. So congratulations to everyone again.
Thank you, Aniket. If you can stay right there for a bit, I can see a few people giving you a round of applause. Obviously, you can't hear it, but if you can just stay with me for a couple of moments. First of all, we're running out of time, so I'm going to do this very quickly. First of all, I like the fact that you touched upon the journey being alone for a lot of creators, entrepreneurs. So I think that's something that we need to definitely talk about, because there are times where, as entrepreneurs, we want to give up. And the fact that you touched upon that point, I think, is very awesome. The second bit is Neelan from Vanadootha, one of the teams that just won today. Neelan had a question for you. If you can just give us 2 or 3 lines about your journey with Shark Tank and that experience very quickly, if you can just touch upon that before we let you go for the day.
No, absolutely. So I think Shark Tank for us, last year when we went there, we had 50-50 responses before from our team and ecosystem that as a social enterprise, why are you going there? So the first was conviction. That, why do we want to go? And for us, it was 2 reasons. We want to really wanted to use this platform for using it for marketing, for telling people how big a problem it is. And it's been amazing to hear the response from people to just acknowledge the fact that government social security and schemes is a problem. What happens in this space is that people think that the problem for government health insurance, government pension, Aadhaar card is somewhere in rural Bihar, Uttar Pradesh. It hits hard when you talk to your domestic worker, your own driver, your own somebody who works for you, and you start looking at that from that angle, that they don't have access to these government programs and schemes. So for us, the journey was more to ensure that people are more aware of the problem. The second is, in social enterprises, personally, as a team, we wanted to break the taboo that social enterprises can't go to these commercial platforms. I think we are, as enterprises, actually solving problems at much larger scale, much tougher, much more complex than setting up commercial enterprises. And I think that's the message. The journey overall, just to let everyone know, actually these shoots are, my actual interaction with the sharks, the investors, was for 2 hours, 30 minutes, which gets actually edited to a lot of people who already are in the media teams would know, but it gets edited to 15 minutes. So even my colleague who was with me, the Darshika, who was actually the champion, she spoke for 40 minutes. So I think the journey and the experience was great. I think also as an outcome, just to share, before Shark Tank, our app had 20,000 downloads. Within 5 days, it had 440,000 downloads. And our website crashed 3 times. And I think that also goes to show the power of TV in India. So I think for all of the learning, for all the innovators there out there, don't discount television as your marketing channels. People tend to think it's only Instagram or Twitter or social media. The real India still is out there looking at TV in a big way. TV and newspapers has been my personal learning, is the power of 80% of India still is there.
Thank you very much, Aniket. It means a lot. Thank you for joining us here today. Your words mean a lot, and your time also means a lot to us. We hope you stick around for the rest of the event. And once again, on behalf of the team, thank you very much.
Thank you.
On that note, we're going to move on. By the way, for those of you all joining us, a massive thank you. We've crossed over 2,000 plus in terms of an audience for this event. So yeah, a massive round of applause. Thank you for those of you all who are sending in messages. We have our team on the back end moderating your messages, and a few of them are coming to me, which is how we got the previous question. So congratulations to this event so far, and those of you all on the back end. This is a massive success. Obviously, many more thousands to come. And on that note, we're going to quickly move on because we're running out of time. It is time for us to talk about something that's very close to me. I've come across a lot of people with learning disabilities and people on the autism spectrum. And this next company is one company trying to solve for a very simple problem that a majority of us and also people that we're going to come across suffer from. Our next team is called OneSpace, that helps parents cherish their gift and connects them to other parents and provides them to access to leading professionals in the space of autism and the autism spectrum. Over to you, OneSpace.
Hi there. We're Team OneSpace from PES University, and we're so delighted to be part of today's felicitation. In India, over 3 million special children on the autism spectrum don't feel special at all. And at OneSpace, we're here to change that for good. Autism is the world's fastest growing neurodevelopmental challenge in children. Autism threatens to become the next mental health crisis, with 1 in every 100 children on the autism spectrum. In India, there is no single platform that lists professionals working with children on the autism spectrum, and unfortunately, there's a glaring absence of an inclusive and accepting community.
OneSpace is a platform that enables parents to discover and connect with professionals who deal with the autism spectrum. And parents can be a part of a community where they can share their experiences and feel cherished. Additionally, therapists can now give data-driven insights based on the milestones uploaded by the parent. After validating our prototype with parents and therapists, we built a functional MVP. Parents are now able to access content in vernacular languages tailor-made for their children on the autism spectrum. They can be a part of an inclusive and welcoming community where they can learn from each other's experiences and share their children's achievements. At OneSpace, parents can discover credible mental health professionals they're looking for and communicate directly with them, offering a seamless experience for the parents and their child. Additionally, parents can track their child's milestone on the app and share it with their therapist, who can now provide data-driven insights which can be used to streamline the child's therapy. Despite significant funding, this sector has seen minimal innovation and digital transformation. According to estimates, there are 18 million individuals in India on the autism spectrum, and our initial target market would be 3 million children on the autism spectrum in India. OneSpace is a B2B2C platform, and our primary channels are therapists in this field and special schools. Our primary revenue model is a subscription-based service, and we seek to increase our customer base by 20% year on year. Our end users are parents with children on the autism spectrum, and our platform is priced 75% less than our nearest competitor. We project to grow at 12% with 288 paying customers at the end of 3 years. Going forward, we would initially collaborate with 3 special schools in Bengaluru and work on leveraging technology to make the experience more joyful and seamless. At OneSpace, we are keen on creating content in 5 Indian languages to sensitize individuals and normalize autism. Eventually, we would like to foray into the ADHD space as well. We believe we're just one person there, and we're super excited. With the seed fund, we would be able to impact lives of these children positively. We would develop the seed fund into improving our technology stack, collaborating with special schools, and also creating content in Indian languages to increase the awareness of autism. At OneSpace, we want to build a sustainable and profitable business model to maximize our impact.
I think the OneSpace solution has potential to support the autism community and its care teams, and this passionate team could definitely benefit from an incubator program.
When I see the passion and commitment shown by Team OneSpace on working on this much needed aspect, that I am convinced that they would be the perfect candidate for the incubation program.
Along the way, we've been fortunate to meet wonderful people who've gone out of their way to mentor us. Our mentors include Chitra Paul and Sundar Ram, parents to children on the autism spectrum. We're also immensely grateful to Satya sir and Madhukar sir, our facilitators at PES University, for helping us get here. At OneSpace, we've embarked on a journey to make the lives of these children more joyful. This singular ambition brought us together, and we've tried using our strengths to create a lasting impact for children in India and around the world.
Congratulations to you, Team OneSpace. Like, massive hats off to the amazing work you're doing in this space. And on that note, we're going to go to the next team. The next team is called Dhyanam. They tackle procrastination by incentivizing you for completing your tasks on time. With their in-app token system that pushes students to stay on track, they're making education fun again. So in case you're one of those people that has issues with scrolling on reels and just, the never-ending internet, this app is for you. Over to you, team.
Procrastination is a huge problem. You may think of it like a credit card. It's a lot of fun, but that's only until you get the bill. Every 2 in 10 people are chronically affected by procrastination. Furthermore, every 9 in 10 college students are also a victim of procrastination. There is about a 0.19 overall decrease in academic performance. Research shows that if you have an incentive to work, you will work harder. Dhyanam creates an incentive by means of tokenization. How tokenization works is upon completion of any task, Dhyanam will reward you with our virtual currency known as the token. These tokens can later on be exchanged for various things such as unlocking your favorite entertainment apps like Netflix, or can also be exchanged for discount coupons with brands like Amazon, Myntra, etc. Moving on to our target market. Our target market consists of students of all ages along with working professionals. Moving on, we have the revenue model. Our revenue models are, firstly, our subscription model at 100 rupees a month, and secondly, we have our free version which will generate revenue through ads. Lastly, we have coupon rewards, which partner brands will pay us to get subtle advertising. The future plan is as follows. Our go-to-market strategy consists of inbound marketing and advertising. Then, we can see that our advertising will have YouTube and Instagram ads. Our fund utilization is as follows. Here we can see our customer opening Instagram, logging in, and we see now that he can't use the app because he has a task pending. So he spends 30 tokens to spend 30 minutes on Instagram. He scrolls around for a bit, looks at his profile, goes back, and well, 30 minutes are over. Now he decides to go back to Dhyanam.
Okay, this is the dashboard. Here we can see all the tasks he has to complete. We can add tasks over here. Here we can see the schedule along with the statistics of the person. Here we can see the coupon rewards, and this is how one can unlock the reward. They can also share activities, and here's the history.
So a few bucks aside, I would say that my experience with the app was very positive. I've reduced the time that I spent playing games on my phone.
It also helped me to reduce my procrastination by quite a bit. The idea of stocking coupons instead of in place of tokens is also an added incentive.
It helped me concentrate on my studies by locking by the other social media apps. So it's a very great app and I will recommend it to many people.
Of incentives and rewards, which is what they were talking about. Make sure you stick around till the end of this event because we have that very quick fun activity coming your way. Your chance to walk away with a bunch of gift vouchers. And on that note, it is time for us to move on to the next team. The next team is called CAPA, and what their name stands for is to cure and prevent anemia, with delicious recipes to boost your hemoglobin and regular Zoom sessions for helpful exercises. This is one community event you definitely want to be a part of. It is time for us to welcome CAPA to the screen.
50% of Indian women are anemic. Why does it still persist after 70 years of freedom? Ever given a thought about it? Lifestyle diseases often tend to detract people from their aspirations, and anemia is one such lifestyle disease that has been bothering the women population of the country. It is a significant worldwide health issue that is caused due to low count of healthy RBCs and can lead to weakness and fatigue. So here we present to you CAPA that takes a holistic approach towards tackling lifestyle diseases. At the moment, we focus on dealing with anemia. Here at CAPA, we pledge to stay throughout the user's healing journey by providing various features such as health workshops, regional food recipes, consultations, community support, and so on. Coming to our USP, we are the only exclusive healthcare platform available to address the disease in an affordable and holistic way because the currently available solutions do not serve the purpose. Our target audience constitutes of adolescent girls, middle-aged and pregnant women. Main revenue streams includes expert sessions and consultations. We plan to introduce anemia kits in near future. We recently conducted an expert yoga session which had attendance of around 50 odd people. We also have an Ayurvedic doctor on board. Our short-term goals include the complete app development, building strong network of experienced doctors and introduction of anemia kits. On the longer term front, we plan to expand to other lifestyle diseases. Our major focus once we receive the funds will be to develop a full-fledged app, hire and collab with research analysts, healthcare experts, etc. and also marketing to increase our reach and cater to the right audience. Our go-to-market strategy shall include customer acquisition through collaboration with healthcare clubs and doctors. We differ in the kind of service offered and also aim to build a strong-knit community of people. We lent out the website for use, and these are a few testimonials that we received from our users. CAPA's website starts off with a simple login page where you fill in basic information about yourself and you're then navigated to the essential reading section. As you scroll down, various services that we offer are listed. At present, we host expert healthcare and yoga sessions. Coming to significant part of the website, you see a bunch of food recipes curated by Ayurvedic practitioners. These are made using easily available items at home and also do not consume much time in preparation. Continuing, the blog section contains information about recent trends that may be beneficial in curing the disease. We then navigate to the last but the most important section, the user experiences. We have had few users who benefited from the recipes and also learned more about the disease through the yoga session. As an additional perk, we also have a chatbot that will guide you throughout and give you a lively experience. Join us in this journey of revolutionizing the health industry.
Congratulations, Team CAPA. Some very cool work in that space. Much deserved this win is. And on the final note, but definitely not the least note, we have our last and final team. Our final team is Grafito, that automates the delicate process of grafting plants so that your gardens can thrive here all throughout the year. They go with a very cool hashtag, by the way. It's roses are dead, violets are dead. We should have gone with Grafito instead. Welcome, Team Grafito.
Hi, I'm Abel. I'm super excited to announce our latest innovation in agricultural tech. Introducing Grafito Innovations. Revolutionizing farming with advanced grafting solutions. We aim to increase efficiency and productivity while promoting sustainable, eco-friendly farming practices. We strive to be at the forefront of industry, constantly researching and developing new technologies to improve the grafting process and enhance the growth of the plants and yield.
Yes, I'm Lokesh. Today I'm going to show how grafting is done. This is the top part, which is called scion. It is cut at a slant angle of 60 degrees. After cutting the top part, it is kept aside, and similar fashion, the bottom part is cut at 60 degree angle. Once both the parts are cut, we take the top part of that is the scion, that is here, it's the tomato plant, and we align it with the bottom part of brinjal. So this is the way the manual grafting is done. The blade may contain bacteria which can affect the success of grafting, and also the misalignment can lead to the unsuccessfulness. To improve this, we have brought the solution, the Grafito robot.
Welcome back. So this is a Cartesian system which can move along X and Y direction. This which helps in the proper alignment of the roots of enzyme. And at the center part, we have the end effector where the major operations of grafting is done.
Vegetable seed industry was worth $5.7 billion, of which 40% belong to solanaceous crops. Our revenue is generated by selling grafted plants directly to Krishi Bhavans, nurseries and farmers. Here is our go-to-market strategy. We will do direct sales of the grafted seedlings to the nurseries and farmers. Our marketing strategy involves conducting workshops on grafting, social media marketing, advertising campaigns, referrals through farmers and offering free samples. Here is our future time plan. We have fabrication and control, testing, performance analysis, internal and user trials, initial sales, unit production and scale-up. As a fund utilization plan for the phase 1, we will use it for building polyhouse crafting labs, co-working space rents, buying hardware and software tools, agri products and for developing the prototype 2. For the phase 2, we will use it for developing prototype 3, buying agri products, co-working space rent, software servers and hosting, and doing digital and offline marketing. As common, logistics will come into play in both the phases.
We would like to thank Cisco, Nasscom Foundation, NIT Calicut for supporting us and providing guidance and mentorship and nurturing us with an entrepreneurial mindset. We hope to see grafted vegetables at every home. Your plant deserves to be strong.
Congratulations, Team Grafito. You are team number 10 that walks away as winners from this beautiful set of teams that have come together to make this happen. Also, like I said, while this event began, just because a lot of y'all did not walk away as winners, it doesn't mean that y'all aren't working as, phenomenally in your space as you can. It just means that this is one tiny little hiccup. And me personally, I've grown from my greatest downs. So I hope that you all grow from this. On that note, we have people joining us from the previous cohort. Starting anything is easy, but sustaining it is a real test. So it's time for us to check on a couple of teams from the previous thingQbator to see where they are today and how thingQbator journey has helped them sustain their startups. Please welcome Pebble and Legume.
Hey, how was your day like when you were 14? Carefree, right? Going to school, tensions about homework.
Well, my brother Atif used to get hospitalized when he was 14, and this was because he was not able to track his respiratory health. You see, Atif's story is not unique. Millions of asthmatics struggle in monitoring their respiratory health and are at risk of preventable hospitalizations. Chronic respiratory patients simply lack an effective way to track their health.
Pebble Life is a brand by Unlearners Tech Private Limited that aims to disrupt the healthcare market to improve the lives of people like Atif. Our flagship product is the Pebble G1, a smart respiratory tracking device that can monitor your temperature, oxygen saturation, pulse rate, and track your lung health through a combination of spirometry and auscultation analysis.
Coupled with the app, we are creating an ecosystem for patients through which prediction of attacks becomes possible, along with creation of medical records and vitals tracking. This data is further shared with doctors, which helps them make more informed decisions. Furthermore, Pebble G1 is modular, both in software and in hardware, meaning it allows for other modules to be integrated into it.
Our strategy for creating validation in the healthcare community is to collaborate with pulmonologists and conduct studies to develop and test our AI models. We have started to create a brand identity through the sale of our Pebble Stack series of stethoscopes. They come with a 3D printed PLA-based diaphragm which boasts of high reliability and excellent audio quality. This of course is patent pending. By pricing them at ₹1,500, we are able to cater to a gap in the market that is created between very cheap yet unreliable stethoscopes and very expensive Litman products.
We're also developing the Pebble DigiSteth, which is an advanced digital stethoscope that allows for remote evaluation and consultations. It also gives you visualization of the auscultation sounds that can help healthcare providers detect abnormalities better.
From having sold out a sample stock of 30 Pebble Steths in just 3 days to securing a pre-order of 50 DigiSteths, we're gaining good traction from the market.
We have raised $25,000 in angel investment through Grad Capital, received ₹8 lakh as Nidhi Prayas grant from the Government of India, and won the Cisco and Nasscom thingQbator Cohort 4, which gave us ₹5 lakh prize money.
Winning the thingQbator Cohort 4 was just the kickstart we needed. From being a group of college students with ideas, the program transformed us into full-time entrepreneurs building value for the Indian healthcare market. The mentorship and grant we received from the program was instrumental in us setting up our operations in Hyderabad. We also had the pleasure to present our startup at the Cisco Startup Summit in October 2022, where we interacted with industry stakeholders and expanded our network. With the global respiratory health market targeted to hit around $30 billion by the end of 2026, our committed team of dynamic pebblers and doctor consultants are working tirelessly to create the best devices and consumer ecosystems for patients like Atif and the world. If you have what it takes, either the capital or the skills, come join Pebble.live in making the world breathe better.
Hello, I am Akash Pratap Singh, founder of Legum. Be a part of thingQbator Cohort 4. The problem we are after is that local mom and pop stores in Tier 1 and Tier 2 Indian cities are struggling to improve their performance, like customer sales and retention, when big players like D-Mart, Reliance Retail Extra give big discount and branded items to people. And these players seems to have largely captured the market from these smaller ones. So in order to help these mom and pop stores, we launched our first app during our Cohort 4 journey. And from then onwards, there has been pivoting, changing of ideas and adapting to market needs. We were at very early stage of our journey when we joined the thingQbator Cohort 4. And it helped us build our product. It gave us the right kind of support, monetary or the mentorship, to be able to go into the market, and it was really at the right time.
वायरस के कारण लोग हैं जो बड़ी बड़ी कंपनियों की तरफ भाग रहे थे, अब हमें ये बेनिफिट हुआ कि वही चीजें हम उनको कम टाइम में उपलब्ध करवा रहे हैं और हम लोग हमसे जुड़ रहे हैं। और ये है कि हमसे कस्टमर है जो वो नए कस्टमर जुड़ते जा रहे हैं।
So that was our product and journey. Now after we became the ThinkQbator alumni, kind of, so there were opportunities even after that to talk to other teams from new cohort, learn from them, share our experiences with them, and other referral opportunities like we were selected for Google Bootcamp also. So the cohort never really ends for you. So now our model has significantly changed from what you saw. And right now we are mainly focusing on inventory management and bringing shops live on ONDC. And we are even planning to deploy a hardware-based Bluetooth barcode scanner for live inventory. So that's the plan. And thank you guys.
It's really nice to see how these teams have grown from the previous cohort, and now they're being featured in the next cohort. And we have 10 new winners, and hopefully the next gentleman taking the screen will talk about this very quickly. But before I have the honor of introducing him, we have a question from Fazmila Fatima M. Her question was, whether the event is being recorded. The answer to your question, Fatima, is that yes, it is being recorded and it will be available on our YouTube channel. We're going to quickly bring up that QR code so it can be scanned in a little while. So for those of you all who want to make sure you catch the rest of this, if you haven't caught the beginning of this event, make sure you scan that QR code or just click a picture of it, and later on you can go and check out the video, which will be available on our YouTube channel. So this particular QR code takes you to our social media presence, and make sure you also use that hashtag. We're going to bring that hashtag up in a little while. While we bring up that hashtag, it is my honor to introduce a very key player in keeping the ThinkQbator ball rolling at Cisco. We're delighted to have Harish Krishnan, and he's going to be here with us talking to us about his perspective of what is happening. Harish is the Managing Director and Chief Policy Officer at Cisco India. He leads the corporate social responsibility efforts at Cisco India in his capacity as the board member, operating at an intersection of India's societal needs and Cisco's domain expertise. Where the ThinkQbator is connected, whereas it is connected, Harish has been a strong advocate for innovation and entrepreneurship and has played an integral role in steering the program over the years. Harish, welcome, and we're going to hand this over to you, Mr. Krishnan.
Thank you, Vineet. Good evening to everybody. Great to see lots of people in front of me, and great to know that there are over 2,000 people online. I'm going to make it slightly interactive for the people in the audience there. You know, all of you have a mobile phone. I know Vineet asked you to take a picture. I'm going to ask you to do something else. Take your mobile phones out and put on your flashlight and flash it so that we can see that you're all really listening to us. Can we see that? Can we see the mobile flashlights? All right, I see some hands going up. All right. Very good. Thank you. All right, Vinny, thank you very much. You know, it gives me great pleasure to add my own words of welcome to everybody here today. These felicitation ceremonies are important. It gives us time to pause, look back at the past 1 year, reflect on our achievements. It's also an occasion to celebrate success, recognize talent. It's also time to listen to some very successful people as we did today and learn from them. I would like to especially welcome our chief guest, Ms. Innocent Divya, Managing Director, Tamil Nadu Skill Development Corporation. Divya, thank you very much for joining at a very short notice. Her image, her name might be that of Innocent Divya, but she's, like I always say, she's guilty of many, many great achievements. She's spearheading some very pioneering programs in the area of skill development in the state of Tamil Nadu, and the most recent one being Nan Mudalvan portal, a massive upskilling portal which provides active information about industry-specific training programs. We in Cisco can speak of our own personal experience with this program. Cisco DataCAD signed an MOU with the Tamil Nadu Skill Development Corporation about 3 months ago. But thanks to the speed of the Tamil Nadu government, we are already trained 300 trainers and enrolled 36,000 students in our networking curriculum. Thank you, Divya, again. It's an honor to have you with us today. As you know, we started thingQbator as a physical makerspace. Due to COVID, we had to change our model and transform it into a virtual mode. But this forced change turned to be a blessing in disguise, and we were able to scale from 18 to 30 universities, and we have potential to scale to even bigger numbers going forward. It's always a pleasure to interact with the budding entrepreneurs and students of thingQbator. Before COVID, Vish and I had the privilege of visiting several thingQbator labs physically and meeting students. But post-COVID, it has been on WebEx, Facebook, and Instagram. Much as we love our own WebEx, nothing is like a physical meeting. I look forward to meeting some of you in the months to come. Cisco's purpose as a company is to power an inclusive future for all. We believe internet and technology can be a great equalizer, which is why we're very proud of our association with thingQbator. We're delighted that we're able to play our role in the transformation of India. We're delighted to see more and more young people moving away from being job seekers to become job providers. We're thrilled to see more and more young people trying to solve some very nagging problems of society at the bottom of the pyramid. We always used to lament that the majority of the wealth of the world is focused on solving rich people's problems. And I read through many of the ideas that were generated in thingQbator, and it was great to hear some of the ideas presented today. Solutions in agriculture, healthcare, using AI to deal with skin disease, resolving animal-human conflict, autism, and finally there is an app which will solve procrastination. On a lighter note, I thought I will read about it another day, but then decided not to procrastinate and go ahead and read about it. That's an app that I would like to get myself. When we think of innovation, we mostly think of innovation in technology, but we also need to innovate in business models, which will make it possible for some of the cutting-edge technologies to reach the poorest of the poor people in India. For example, we've been talking about telemedicine for almost 20 years, but it has still not reached its potential. And I would argue it might be because there's the business model for telemedicine is still maturing. Therefore, I would encourage all of you students to think not only of innovation in products, but innovation in delivery and innovation in business model. Since 2018, thingQbator has nurtured over 1,500 ideas, taking more than 300 ideas to prototype stage, incorporating 30 startups, out of which 20 are active as of date. We are concluding the year 4 of the program. We're delighted to celebrate the incorporation of 10 innovative organizations which will be receiving the incubation and seed grant support to kickstart their journey today. During the last year, we supported 9 startups which have recently concluded their incubation journey. Each of the 10 ideas we heard today is quite exceptional and inspiring. And I'm sure with the right kind of guidance, they have the capacity to scale, sustain, and achieve the desired impact. We're extremely delighted to have partnered with Nasscom Foundation, who have led the implementation of the program on the ground, supported the cause of nurturing early stage innovation. We hope this partnership will continue to grow. And it is a special day for us as we celebrate the power of innovation. I congratulate not only the 10 teams that we felicitated today, but each and every student who participated in this process. The future is full of opportunities and challenges, and it is our earnest desire and hope that thingQbator will play its role in converting challenges into opportunities and providing a bright and inclusive future for all. Thank you very much, and back to you, Vineet. You're on mute, Vineet.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. And thank you for pointing out that I was on mute also. I just wanted to very quickly talk about the fact that you said that for those of them who didn't win, the fact that they're still here and the fact that they've been a part of this program is a massive learning, because growing up, a lot of us did not get these kind of opportunities. And so the fact that they are part of this opportunity, I think, means a lot. So yeah, thank you for talking about that as well. And on that note, I think it is time for us to move on to the teams, bring them on screen very quickly. Also, Mr. Krishnan, when you ask people to put their phones up and their hands up in the air, the students from Vardhaman did not have their phones with them there, so they put their hands up in the air. So I don't know if you saw that. Just a very quick pointer there for you. Yeah. All right, thank you very much for that. And on that note, it is time for us to move on to the top 10 teams who walk away as winners this afternoon/evening. It is time to felicitate our top 10 teams from Cohort 5. We're going to quickly call out their names. First of all, we have Pocket Coach. Massive round of applause. Please use your keyboards and type out. This is their certificates for the winners. This is from Team Pocket Coach. Congratulations to you and the team. If you all can, yeah, you can. This is Grafito that's on the screen. We have early detection of skin disease, Project Roots, Vanadootha is on screen. Congratulations to Team Vanadootha. I'm not going to call out the names of the individuals because obviously this is a team effort. HEALTHub, congratulations to you. Dhyanam, congratulations to Team Dhyanam. If you want, you can screenshot people. If you haven't screenshot them, absolutely not a problem. Make sure you check out the YouTube video where all of this will be available once this event is done. Congratulations once again to Team Dhyanam. Going to move on to the next Team Project Roots. Congratulations to you, Team Project Roots. Swift Ride. Congratulations, Team Swift Ride, one of the many teams that had a fantastic solution to a simple problem that nobody's talking about. OneSpace, doing phenomenal work. Leaving this on screen for a while, by the way, giving you time to screenshot. Up next, congratulations, Cure and Prevent Anemia, CAPA. Massive congratulations to you and the team. Early detection of skin disease. Congratulations to this team. This is your certificate of excellence. As all of you all know, you also walk away with a nice little pocket full of money. So congratulations on that too. A little something to make sure your dreams come to a reality and you change the world that we live in. Once again, congratulations to all the teams that have won this afternoon, evening, and also a massive congratulations to every single team that is a part of this phenomenal event, that is part of this cohort. And yeah, we're definitely awaiting the adventure ahead of us. This is definitely just 1 year in the many years to come. We've had many years before us, and many years ahead of us. Many good lessons learned here at the thingQbator program. And this will set you forward for the growth, success, and the increasing impact that each and every one of you as individuals and companies take to move forward. Also, a shout out to Cisco thingQbator as a platform that has made possible by many key players. Yeah, a massive round of applause. Once again, use your keyboards, give them a huge round of applause. You're sitting in massive groups, put your hands together and give them a big round of applause. One such group are the universities where the programs is run. It's critical that we have institutions of higher learning that encourage young people to put out their innovative ideas into actions. We especially recognize the universities represented by the top 10 teams, a few of them being PES University, REVA University, Indira Gandhi Delhi Technical University for Women, VIT Vellore, and NIT Calicut. Also, we must not forget those who have participated but did not make it to the top 10. Once again, can we hear a big round of applause? Please show them some love in the chat section. Our moderators are on the back end. They will leave these comments on the YouTube video. We'll make sure we do that at the end of this event. Next up, we have Vish Iyer, a leader in the ICT space. Vish leads Cisco's architectures business in Asia Pacific, Japan, and China. He's directly involved in building and steering Cisco India CSR programs, including the thingQbator program. Vish aims to build a closer connect between university and industry and fostering an innovation mindset, which is the goal of the thingQbator program as well. So, Vish, if you are here, the screen is yours.
Hey, thanks, Vineet, and big congratulations to each of those winners. I really enjoyed their ideas, and I think I was just reflecting, Harish. We started the thingQbator program in 2018, and it was a very physical program. And I think the whole intent there was to build a mindset of innovation, entrepreneurism, and do that at a grassroots level. To the point that Harish was making. I think we are a country of over 1 billion plus people, and we have millions of students graduating every day. And I think it's really important that we create that platform. And I'm really happy to see that the ideas, the way they were presented, was so professional. And there's some of those ideas that the students took to life. And I was really inspired by Pebble Beach and the other ones who actually spoke about their second idea of their cohort and really becoming entrepreneurs. And I think that's the point. I think for all of the students who are sitting in these different rooms that I can see, I know there are over 750 ideas here and 10 of them won the award. But I think the whole intent of the thingQbator program was to get you out of your comfort zone, to really think of a problem that is worth solving, and then really figuring out how do you monetize that problem. And I think that is the whole idea in building that mindset of how do you monetize problems, whether it's in the social realm, whether it's in the technology realm, whether it's in the business realm, and how do you work with a team? Because that's what real life is when you get out of the universities, right? And I am really pleased to see that. I remember, I think when we did the first cohort, I think we did celebrate that in a physical event in Bangalore. And I think the prize money at that time was 50,000 rupees. And we couldn't really help many of those ideas to take from concept stage to germination stage. But I'm really pleased to see that the seed funding has gone up. I'm also seeing the quality of ideas are growing up. And as Harish rightly pointed out, there are so many more problems that each one of you can solve through the power of imagination. And that's what we really want to foster, is to create that culture of innovation, the culture of entrepreneurship, the culture of taking risks when you're young, and then becoming accountable to delivering those outcomes for the community, which includes the folks who will work for you and the ecosystem that you're going to deliver to. So I'm really pleased to see this program growing in strength. I'm so happy, we need to see that there are so many students joining in from different places. And my point to you is, regardless of whether you're a winner here, you will become a winner in life if you really develop this innovation mindset and really push the envelope of trying to solve real problems and monetizing those problems. Because that's, I feel, when I look at the India today, there has never been a better time to be in India. There's probably never been a better time to be Indian. And I feel we have a tremendous opportunity in the coming decade to solve problems at scale in our part of the world and then replicate that globally. And I feel I'm really hoping that many of these students become very successful entrepreneurs who can operate at a global scale, because that's what we have today, is that the problems that India faces are the problems that every emerging country is navigating. And I think the problems that you can actually solve have global relevance. And today, I think one of the big difference in the India that we have is there is no dearth of capital. I think there is an opportunity for all of you to leverage your imagination and become the job creators of tomorrow. And that's what we really want to inculcate at a grassroots level through programs like thingQbator. And I'm really pleased to be here. And I'd like to pass the ball back to you. And a big congratulations to the Nasscom Foundation, to all the various mentors who actually worked in shaping the ideas of these students to a very different level. And I think all of you, each one of you, I think life is about really discovering your potential. And we are very pleased to see that thingQbator could be that platform to help you realize that true potential that all of you can absolutely achieve. So with that, back to you, Vineet.
Thank you very much, Vish. Thank you for pointing out also with the amount of growth that has actually happened over the last few years. And like you said, it's an amazing time to be alive. It's an amazing time to be a creator. And like you also noticed, a lot of these young people are solving for problems that need solutions quite desperately. And so thank you for being a part of this entire event. Thank you for joining us, Vish. On that note, just a quick reminder for those of you all who have joined us, make sure you put up those pictures and those videos up with the hashtag TQB, that's thingQbator Neovation 23. We're going to pull that up once again. You can also scan that to get access to all our socials. We'll also have this video, which will be up live online once this event is done. It's actually live at this point in time as we're moving forward. And on that note, it is time for us to introduce our chief guest, who's been with us, by the way, for a majority of this event. She's been watching a lot of y'all and the solutions that y'all have been coming up with. J. Innocent Divya, IAS, has 20 plus years of experience in various government roles. Currently, she is the managing director of the Tamil Nadu Skill Development Corporation. She heads a massive skilling and upskilling program in the state of Tamil Nadu with a vision of transforming today's youth into the leaders of tomorrow by offering industry-relevant skilling programs for dropouts, college graduates, and working professionals. We are all immensely grateful for you joining us this evening, this afternoon. Thank you so much, J. Innocent Divya. Please use your keyboards once again and welcome her to this event.
Thank you very much, Vineet. Thank you, Harish, for inviting me to this event. Yeah, as Vineet pointed out, for a major part of the event, I was here online and I was listening to the amazing, innovative projects that have been developed by our students. Really amazing. My hearty congratulations to all the 10 winners. And also to all those who participated, because it is this spirit of innovation that is required for the future. And while I was sitting here, looking at these amazing solutions to real life problems that have been developed by our own students, I was just thinking about the difference between this generation, the Gen Z, and how they think differently, how differently wired they are to situations, common situations around them. And I believe all these people who are facilitating this thingQbator Neovation would be from the previous generation. I know there are different names to it, but we would all like to call ourselves millennials. So I think that's a collective term for all of us. So there's a lot of difference in how the Gen Z thinks from the millennials. For us, digital technology is something that this is an escape, or there is a marked line which differentiates real life and digital life. But for you, it is something that it is so ambiguous that there is no boundary. You just merge one into the other. And that is why I believe this generation has so much to give to the world. And now with digital technology, automation and innovation, all three merging into the other. There is no time even for this generation to go digital and then to go into the automation phase and then do innovation. All three have just been merged one into the other. And that's what I think COVID has done, or probably it's the need of the hour. But with this transformation, the rapid change in the environment today, how these kids, they clearly get onto the bus, and they need not be goaded, or there is nothing that needs to push them. They are just naturally into this. It comes naturally to them. So I'm just amazed by that fact, and that brings us to a very, very important cusp of events where all the stakeholders right now, I think Cisco has been doing an immensely wonderful job of bringing them onto a platform where they can showcase their talents, and then connecting them to the financial agencies, connecting them with financial capital as well, and giving them the strong network of connecting with the community of entrepreneurs. That mentorship, I think, is very, very important. Something that is crucial for the development of entrepreneurship environment itself is to ensure that you have the necessary skill sets One, all these kids here, all these students who have participated in this thingQbator, I think they are very, very confident. What gives them the confidence is the skill set that they are empowered with, whatever skills, the knowledge that they have, and the ability or the confidence to try it out, on real-time problems, real-life problems. I think that is something that has so much of capacity to do it at scale, particularly in India, where I think in the higher education space we are the highest. We have the highest number of students in the higher education space, be it ITIs, polytechnics, engineering colleges, or in the arts and science college. So this, how we connect this academia, how we connect this demography to the problems, and the country itself has a huge number of problems because of our population. So how we connect, how we marry the two, that is something that we have to think about. And there's so much that is scalable in this present ecosystem. And whatever social capital or human capital you have, that ability to take risks, that has to be fostered in our kids. And how do we do that? We offer them that shock absorbing material where you say, right, you have the funding, we are here to fund you, no problem, you can fail, but then we have your back. So that kind of a support system, if it is available, that support system, that kind of an ecosystem, if we're able to create, I think sky is the limit for our kids. And a lot of work has been done by governments. Particularly, we studied the model from Tamil Nadu. We studied the model that is business blasters by the Punjab government, the Delhi government, the Gujarat government, how they foster the spirit of inquiry and entrepreneurship among school children. So they start very early in schools, and how they give them a seed funding from schools. They promote them into teams, multidisciplinary or probably from different age groups. And they form them into teams, and how they give them a seed funding, how they have to come up with an innovative project and earn from that. This is something amazing which happens at the school space. And what Tamil Nadu is offering is the startup. We have a startup mission, startup and innovation mission. We start from schools. We start as early as schools. We start from the 9th grade onwards, and then we carry it forward till the 12th grade. And once they are in colleges, we organize regular boot camps for these kids who are there in colleges, in arts and science and in engineering colleges. So this talent is then incubated in terms of technical capability, building up their technical capability, and then bringing them on by giving them that financial leverage that they require. This is also part of the Nan Mudalvan initiative that we've taken up. This is a massive upskilling program for all the youth in Tamil Nadu. We're doing it at scale. As Harish spoke earlier, we are training 32,000 in network essentials and 9,400 in network engineering course by Cisco. We are very thankful to Cisco for that massive upskilling program that they've given. Cisco is one of our partners. We have multiple partners, and we are targeting 12.7 lakh students in various disciplines, in arts and science as well as in engineering colleges. And this, the vision of this entire program is to create that huge base of skill, because this is where investment will come in from, and this is where innovation can also happen. So this, I think, is the apt time, as Mr. Vish Iyer also mentioned, is an apt time, a very, very optimum time for us to make use of the environment that we have. All this coming together, the industry coming into the academia. This is what the vision and the focus of Nan Mudalvan is, for the industry to come into the academia and mentor those students there in the industry relevant technology, and also to encourage the spirit of innovation among the student community. So I think with this, I would like to close with the words of W.H. Davis, where he says, "We have no time to stand and stare, but we'll have stand and stare at problems around us. I think as kids, instead of looking at your digital devices all the time, look around you, because there's so many problems, real life problems that need to be solved, and we need you. So thank you very much again for this opportunity.
And thank you very much, Innocent Divya. This means a lot that you're joining us. And I just want to point out, you said Cisco and the people at Nasscom are doing some phenomenal work in this space. And I would just like to say on behalf of thingQbator Neovation 23, to all the people joining us, thank you very much as an individual, and also to the people from your office for actually doing the work that needs to be done, because there are lots of people who talk. So the fact that you're actually in the space on ground, getting your hands and feet dirty, that says a lot about individually you as a person and the people in your office. So hats off to the amazing work that you're doing. And thank you so much for joining us here today at Neovation 23. And on that note, it is time for us to quickly wrap things up. We have run out of time, but I'm going to very quickly bring up that quiz. We have a quiz, which I told you was going to happen from the very beginning. If you've been paying attention, what you need to do right now is scan that QR code. It's going to take you to a particular form. You need to answer those questions on that form. The people who get the most number of right answers, you'll walk away with a bunch of goodies. We have some very cool stuff that you're going to walk away with. So make sure you quickly pull out your phones, scan that QR code, and make sure you answer all the questions. I will give you all a little while to do that. While we do that, someone said, actually, the person's name is Akash. Akash said he has a bunch of great ideas and his own startup, and he wants to join the Cisco cohort. Can he please know how? The answer is going to be in the next slide, where we bring up another QR code, which we've been bringing up before. And yeah, that's how you join. You can basically register and someone will get back to you about how they can possibly work with you and your company. So that's going to be brought up in a little while. Can we pull up that QR code if you don't mind? This is what you're seeing on screen right now is the QR code for the questions. Can we pull up the other QR code where they can scan and join and register more accurately? Also, there is another QR code which we're going to bring up. This is how you share your contact info with your area of interest. So that is also going to be brought up. So this is how you contact us. You can share your contact details and your area of interest, and someone from the team will get back to you after going through all of that you have shared. Make sure you share as much information, but not too much information. Keep it as accurate as possible. So we're going to leave this on screen for a little while. Right, we're going to come to the next QR code. While we leave this on stage, we're going to come to the next QR code in a little while. And once again, a big thank you to J. Innocent Divya, IAS, for joining us at this event. It was an absolute honor and an absolute pleasure to have you speak to us some words that we needed to hear this evening. We have Ramana joining us. Ramana is Ramana Vemuri from Nasscom Foundation. It is your honor. You get to speak to the people joining us. You have been with us yesterday, today, while we ran through this entire event. He is an entrepreneur. He comes with more than 2 decades of experience across diverse industries to serve as a business mentor to the thingQbator teams, helping more than 250 teams take their ideas to minimum viable products and guiding more than 25 teams in incorporation. Ramana, you have the honor of wrapping this event up in style.
Thank you, Vincent. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are. Loud and clear.
Thank you. A very good evening, and may I dare say, what an event we have been witness to. An apt culmination for a defining program and a curtain raiser for a bigger avatar. It was rightly said at the last cohort event that passion is a valuable currency, and we have no doubt been witness to accelerating levels of passion in each of the students' presentations here today. All this has been possible only due to the guidance, encouragement, efforts, and hard work at multiple levels. Let me start this by thanking J. Innocent Divya, IAS Managing Director, Tamil Nadu Skill Development Corporation. Your presence, aptly denotes how important these programs are for the progress of the nation, madam. Thank you for addressing this community, who are always inspired by you, and if I may say, your social entrepreneur passion. Thank you for taking time out from your busy schedule. Thank you, Kritika, Senior Director, NASSCOM 10K. Your inspiring session is surely a tunnel of hope for the wannabe startups here with a basket of possibilities. Aniket did provide the right push for this wonderful social impacting thingQbator program. Are we all not glad to have him take us through his journey of passion, compassion, and what it takes to achieve? I felt it was a cohort journey in itself. Thank you, Aniket. I'm sure all here have takeaways from that address of Vish Iyer. Thank you, Vish, for continuing to be there. Being there year on year is amazing, and your vision seems to be guiding this. A program, I would say, is as good as the enthusiasm and drive at all levels, starting from the top. We thank Mr. Harish Krishnan, Managing Director and Chief Policy Officer, Cisco India, for his unstinted support to this program over the years. Thank you, Harish. We also thank Nidhi Bhasin, Chief Executive Officer of the NASSCOM Foundation, for the continued support and ensuring that we invest the best possible resources to keep the program going seamlessly. Thanks, Nidhi. If we have an event of this scale, we all know that there are many stakeholders. We thank the Cisco stakeholders, namely the entire Cisco CSR team of Rohini, Tarun, Aishwarya, and Sandhya, along with the Satwa team for being the torchbearers for this program. We thank all the university stakeholders, namely the university leads, student body members, and the most important cog of this whole wheel, the students. A big applause for all the student participants of this cohort who have been close to 10,000. Thank you. Who have been close to 10,000 in numbers, either as direct program beneficiaries or through course certifications. A special congratulations to the students of the top 10 teams. Last but not the least, the people on field who implemented this whole program, the NASSCOM Foundation team of Sneha, Sahan, Vikram, Rajneesh, Sahin, Kedar, Piyush, Hardik, Parkhi, and Raghav under the guidance of Vishal Thakur. This team was instrumental in planning and executing the thingQbator program. No program is successful without collaboration with different groups. We place our thanks to Cisco ETR, Cisco for Startups, NASSCOM Foundation's communications, partnerships, and skilling teams. We look forward to see you all in the next cohort, which will be in a bigger focused avatar. We are sure we will all have a wonderful ride together in the next cohort as we had with the previous cohorts. Once again, a heartfelt thanks to all. Thank you, Vincent.
Ramana Vemmuri, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for those words. Absolutely beautiful. And a lot of thanks definitely going out to the entire team on the back end to make this event happen. A big shout out to NASSCOM Foundation, a big shout out to Cisco, and a big shout out to Ramana Vemmuri for joining us and wrapping this up in style. This is the cohort 5. We're looking forward to cohort 6. A reminder for all of you all to apply and make sure you send across your ideas that will change the world. We're very quickly bringing up the QR code, and this is how you sign up to cohort 6. That is on your screen right now. Make sure you click a picture, scan it. Actually, click a picture so you can also do it a little later. Once this is done, we're also quickly going to bring up the QR code for socials, and this is how you get in touch with us once this event is done. Make sure you use the hashtag. This is how we find you once this event is done. We'd love to see what this event looked like from your eyes and your perspective. Once again, a massive congratulations to all the teams that won and all the teams that have been a part of this huge cohort. Thank you very much for joining us, people of the internet. This is Neovation 23. This is the thingQbator. My name is Vineet Vincent. It's been an absolute pleasure for me to be a host at this event. I shall see you all on the other side. Don't stop creating. Don't stop solving for these problems. We need the youth of this country, not just to talk, but to act. We shall see you all on the other side. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Vineet. Good job. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.